Okay, let's do a few exercises that's gonna help you out just in case you're working at home and you're sitting a little bit more, or maybe you don't have the comfortable chair that you might need or that you're used to. So the first one that we're gonna go over is gonna help with the upper body, because I know a lot of us, if we're sitting down, we might be at a computer and the body's gonna be coming forward like this, so we wanna start working to pull everything back, right? So a good exercise for that, if you're in my gym, you know we do this all the time. So we're bringing the hands behind the body, clasping the fingers together, and now this might be tough enough. So just try to keep those shoulders back, chest out, and you're just pulling and holding here. Now when you want to start to make it a little more difficult, you're just going to start pulling the hands down and the arms with it to keep them as straight as possible. So you're trying to straighten the arms out, pull the shoulders back, and stick the chest out. Now from here, got a couple options. You start bringing the hands together so the palms are closed now. And now that's going to stretch you more, keeping those shoulders back. And then you can just start to stretch out as far as you can. Now that's really going to help with that posture up top to try to roll those shoulders back rather than curling them in, right? So practice those ones. Those ones you should do probably every morning and every night. Also, when you're in that position, think about pulling and sticking the chest out as much as possible and keep squeezing the glutes. You can also drop the head over to the right or over to the left, and you'll feel that pull on the upper traps. Okay, so that's gonna help that upper body a little bit more since we're caved in a bit. So we wanna address the bottom half of the body. What we can do is a lunge, just like so. If you have the soft ground that you can go to, a little more optimal. But we can start up here, and what we want to do is start to work into the hip flexors, because when we're sitting so much, we're constantly activating the hip flexors and keeping them really tight. So what we can do is step into a lunge position, and then what I want you to do is just start dropping down and dropping the knee forward. Now if the knee drives over the toe, just take a little bigger of a step, and then you're going in, and that's it. You're just gonna try to hold it right there. A little bit of work, we're standing. And then what you can do is that back leg, my right leg is in the back, and I can bring my right arm up and reach back to the back of the room. Now that's gonna open up the stomach and into the hip flexor a little more. You can also drop this one all the way to the ground. Just bring that back leg and the knee down, and then this works perfect. Just lean forward here, same thing, bringing that right arm up and pushing towards the back of the room. And you should really feel that start to open up the hip flexors and even up through here as you bring that arm up overhead. So another one, got two. Now I really like the hip flexor one. What you want to do is couple that with something like a twist, because when we're sitting a lot of the times, we're definitely not twisting properly most of the time, right? We're not necessarily thinking about it. So if we're sitting and we're twisting, we need to make sure we're either stretching or doing something to keep that strong. So what we can do is a twist position that's gonna strengthen the body, and it'll stretch out a bit too. So what I want you to do is go into this stance again, kind of like the one we were just in. Now the front foot, your toes are gonna be facing forward, back foot kind of forward as well. Now what I want you to do here is shift those hips out. So now I'm trying to face the wall over here. Right foot's forward, I'm gonna bring my right hand down and my left arm up. Now from here, I'm gonna lean in, start to feel that stretch on the side of the body. Don't put too much pressure on your knee. If you're twisting and you're tight, maybe you're up here above the knee and then leaning in, or try to drop a little lower, keeping the legs straight, and go below the knee. And then from here, you're just doing that same thing, taking deep breaths, trying to lower nice and slow and hold as long as you can. So this stretch you should feel all through the side of the body, but then we're also getting a great stretch on the hamstring, behind the knee, and even down in the calves. Now think about being in between a wall in front and a wall in back, right? We don't want to be leaning forward and start to cave the body in, because then we're not going to get that stretch on the side. So don't be too ambitious with it at first. Try to just get that good form, and you might just start off up here, right? And just take some deep breaths while you're in those stretches. So all of them, big deep breaths in, big deep breaths out. Don't be too forceful, but those should really help. So try all 3 of those. You can put them into a routine, maybe do 2 sets, maybe do 30 seconds each or so, depending on how you're feeling. You can push it out to a minute if you really want to feel that stretch and the release. So I really hope that helped, guys. Add that into your program, maybe try it every day, and it should really relieve some of that tension and those aches and pains from being at home so much. All right. So good work, guys. And if there's any other videos that you want me to do, please send them my way. Happy to help. And go check out Organically Grown Muscle. I have some Zoom workouts, online trainer program, and we should be back here in the gym as soon as possible. Thank you so much.